Hey guys, welcome back to How to Build a Cyber Lab at Home with Kyle Slawczyk. And this is our last section of the build section, or I'm sorry, the last lecture of the build section. Talk about physical labs and how to build them. Now, it's kind of difficult for me to sit here and do a screencast of how to build a physical lab. So what I'm going to do is I want to talk about the architecture and how you would design a physical lab. And I think what I'd do here is I'll bring up the network diagram that I kind of built. This is the way I would put together a physical lab. The border router there that you have at the very top is your home router, right? That's what connects the rest of your computers to the internet. So what I would do is I would honestly put in a firewall between your border router and then have another router within that for your lab. That way you can segment it off and say, I only want my lab to really touch the internet and not the rest of my machines on my private personal network. And now I put a firewall in there. You can put a physical firewall if you have one. I mean, and that might be one of the reasons why you're building a lab is to learn firewall technology. Great. Go ahead and put yourself a physical firewall in. The other way to do it is basically you just go and get a router that has a firewall built into it. A lot of the more modern day home routers, the Linksys and Netgear and whatnot routers have firewalls built in. And then the last way you can do it is you can actually build a firewall out of a PC. If you have an old tower, you put two NICs into that tower, one that touches the border router, and then the other one is connected to the lab router. And you can build yourself a IP tables firewall, which is kind of the built-in Linux firewall. Or you can go out and I think one of my personal favorites is pfSense. pfSense is a BSD-based firewall system. It has a really nice web GUI built into it. So you just set it up and it has this really nice wizard, goes through, and you can set up the rules to say I only want it to touch the internet and so on and so forth. So look into a few of those, and this is the way I would build a physical lab at home. So in the next section, we're going to talk about, well, now that you've got the lab, what do you do with it? How do you use it? So we'll see you guys in the next section.